Sitting around the ballroom, they're talking about tomorrow when they're taking Johnny away. Said he wasn't no good, never done the things that he should. That's all the judge had to say. He went in the army when he was 18. Crazy young Irish and mean. Took a kid who was half gone all the way to be wrong with bloodlust and now I'm 16.
All right, we are back. Danny, we're feeling good.
Feeling great.
Feeling fucking great. Just had some technical difficulties because I forgot that my daughter was in here and she had the megaphone thing turned on. I'm like, why is this all... Why do we sound all fucked up?
Yeah, I heard it, and I just thought it was because the headphones were right next to me, and I was just getting an echo, but...
Nope. So, first weekend of Dry January.
Contrary to belief, we are not sponsored by Gatorade yet.
No.
But we are here.
No,
repping.
I'm here for it.
Repping. Gatorade Orange might be my number one pick.
Yeah, you know what? I don't mind an orange.
For the original flavors.
Yeah. I'm a lemon lime guy till I die.
I used to love the red ones, but it gives me cankers.
Really?
On my tongue, yeah.
What, from whatever the dye is in there or something?
No, but it just gives me like a canker on my tongue.
Weird.
Only the red one. And I
Yeah.
fucking love it. Like, it tastes great. Especially over ice.
Yeah.
Ice cold Gatorade. I don't know. For some reason, sometimes out of a glass instead of a bottle hits different.
I've done this, like I said, I've done Dry January before. This is my second time doing a dry month within the last couple of years. The only thing I'll say that's weird for me is I got a shitload of shit done this weekend.
Dude, it's like you're on Adderall.
You're like us, yeah. For us, it's like we're on Adderall.
Dude, my house, my kitchen is, you could fucking eat out of the sink.
It is weird because obviously yesterday morning I got up, right? I went to the gym both morning. I wake up at 7.
Yeah.
Which is usually I wake up at 6, right? So that's kind of sleeping in for me anyways. And I went to the gym, went to the store, grabbed something for the kids. I'm driving the streets of Melrose with the radio on, and I just drove around for a while because there's nobody on the roads at that time. And I'm like, this is peaceful. You know what I mean? Normally I'm fighting it all day till 4, till I start kicking out of it.
Yeah.
And I mean that will come back, but yeah, I feel good. How do you feel?
Dude, I feel fine. I feel like I'm supposed to feel, I guess.
Yeah. You feel normal.
Dude, this is for me, it's extremely easy.
Yeah.
I didn't think it would be not that, again, we've had this conversation. It's not that we drink every day.
No.
But we just like to
we like to party. We like to party.
Yeah, we like to have a couple socials.
Yeah.
But this is day 7, right? This is one weekend.
This is one weekend.
I have went to a bar and ate, didn't have a drink.
Yep.
My friend recently had foot surgery. He can't walk.
Yep.
So I've been talking to him, seeing if he needs stuff at the house. And he's finally off of, he got surgery 2 weeks ago. He's on a surgery where he has to eat, can't drink anything.
Yep.
But he's laid up in the house for the next month and a half.
Yeah.
So I'm, do you want anything? And he goes, I'm finally off the meds. Can you go to the Packy for me? And I go, yeah.
Yeah.
So I walked in there and I was like, if there's a test right now,
Sure.
this is it.
Yeah.
I walked out of there with just shit for him.
Yeah.
And then last night, we had to do a fundraiser for the thing that we're going to next week for my son's flag thing. And it was musical bingo, which was fucking wicked fun.
Oh, I bet, yeah.
Wicked fun. Was there with my sister, Glenn, Lucas, all them. And that was another testament. Just all my people right there.
Yeah.
It was fine. Totally fine.
Yeah.
It didn't bother me in the least.
No, it doesn't bother me either. The only thing I did, and it wasn't like last night, my sister was like, why don't you come by? We're having people over there, a huge garage bar. And I'm like, doing Dry January. I'm like, plus I was watching a movie with Tommy anyways.
Yeah.
Actually, I wasn't watching a movie. I'll get to that. But Maggie was also do you want to watch? She's going away next weekend, so she has the pre-vacation energy.
Yeah.
She's like, you want to watch Yellowstone? And I'm like, and I kind of just wasn't in the mood to watch Yellowstone. Whatever. We watched a few episodes last weekend. But anyways, those are two things I probably would have drank at. I could have gone to either one. I could have done either one of them and been fine.
Mm-hmm.
I will say one thing that happened. So my son has been on a fucking mission. He got the new Xbox Christmas. So he's been on a fucking mission to get his old Xbox out here because he wants to play me Madden and shit, right? So he brings it out here. I'm like, I've been putting it off because I'm just gonna put it out there. I'm fucking good at video games. I'm really good at video games. I don't play them at all anymore. Yeah. The reason is because I'm if you can't tell by this podcast already, I'm a fucking psychopathically like I get obsessed with things, and I have to be really good at them. Like, it's like guitar, fucking carving wood, whatever the fuck I'm doing that's useless, kind of. And video games are definitely useless. I mean, they're fucking useless, right? So anyways, I'm like, last night, he's like, we're going to set it up, said I want to play Madden. I'm like, fine, set it up, right? So we set it up. First of all, smokes me in the first game. I smoke him in the second game, and he was fucking... And then the third game, I almost got him again. And I looked at him, and I'm like, dude, I'm just saying, I haven't played Madden since college.
Yeah.
I'm like, and I have never played it on Xbox. I'm like, dude, I'm just telling you right now, I got 10,000 hours into video game systems. All right, like I got the Malcolm Gladwell fucking years into video game systems. I can figure it out.
Yeah.
That said, afterwards he's like, "Oh, there's Fortnite on there too." Now I used to play Fortnite with him, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, "All right, I loaded it up, right?" So I loaded up. 3 out of 4 games, victory royale in the 100-person game. Fucking like, I'm like, there's like whoever the 12-year-old kid is that's making $5 million right now, probably just buried his dick last night with a fucking sniper rifle. Like. And I'm just retired. That's how I go. 3 out of 4 in a 100-person battle royale. Fucking people got fucked.
You were number one? All three
yeah,
out of 4?
everybody else was dead.
Jesus.
Except for me.
You're Rambo.
Oh, I'm fucking ground and pound. I was crushing people's asses.
I had a similar, kind of a very similar story to you, actually.
Yeah.
Brendan got PS5 for Christmas, and I got him Madden, obviously, and he's like, you want to play me? And I made a status about it. I was like, this kid beat me.
Yeah.
And I haven't played since fucking Michael Vick was on the cover in 2004.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's like when I played, probably.
Right? And all I said was, I was like, don't let me get good at this.
Yeah.
Because I will never let you win again.
Yep.
Enjoy this victory.
Yeah.
Enjoy it. Because I'm not one of these
mercy.
dads. I'm not one of these dads that are going to let you win.
Nope.
Sorry. He played me. He won fair and square. I think it was 35-23, something along those lines. 2 nights ago, he's like, you want to play? I'm like, yeah, I do. I haven't played since.
Yeah.
He was like, do you want to play with regular teams or do you want to do all Madden teams? I'm like, you pick. He's like, let's do all Madden. So he takes the NFC. I take the NFC. I told him, what did I say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
Whatever.
Anyways.
NFC, AFC. I told him all about Barry Sanders. So he picks the NFC. Awesome. Now I know what you're doing the entire time.
Yeah, you're running.
Right. Then he finds out he's got a little Jerry Rice in there. Cool. I got Tom Brady, dude.
Yeah.
What do you think I'm going to do? I got Tim Brown on my left. I got Andre Reed on my right. And I'm just fucking slinging the ball.
Just throwing fucking
Beat
BBs.
the shit out of him in Madden. Beat the shit out of him.
I love it.
Had Ray Lewis on defense, dude. I didn't do anything out of the order. I didn't make any type of substitution. I played with what I had, I beat the shit out of him. I said, I told you, don't do this. And I haven't played him since. But then he's back into like the Fortnite thing. And the bundle came with a game called God of War.
Yep. Yeah.
I'm not a gamer. Dude, this game is fun to watch.
Yeah, it is. The Ragnarok thing or whatever it is?
Dude, it is fun to watch.
This is why I don't want nothing to do with video games.
Yeah.
I get like into it.
Yeah, and it's like not my cup of tea. Like if that was a movie, I don't think I'd ever watch it.
No,
but
yeah.
watching him kill this dude.
Yeah.
And it is violent.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
is
yeah, yeah.
Like there's a reason they say it's 21 plus.
Sure.
But like,
Yeah.
the kid's on TikTok and I can hear what the fuck he's listening to.
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
an idiot.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, dude, go play a
Yeah.
fictional game.
Do your thing.
Yeah.
I got so much accomplished though. Like, dude, just today, got up, went to the gym, came home. Me and Tommy went up to Mount Hood, walked around for like an hour. Came back, watched the Pats, cleaned out all the Christmas shit. Then went down to the basement, cleaned the entire fucking basement. Like, this is what people who don't party do, I guess.
Yeah.
They're productive people. These are the people that solve problems in the world.
Good for
like, they're not
Good
like,
for them.
They're not, yeah, they're not like, I should just be at 621 right now.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, listen, I know that that's in my future, so I'm not really worried about it. Actually, a buddy brought this up to me. I'd actually like to get, we have a lot of friends in common that are sober, right? And we are, like, hats off to everybody who is, sober. And, like, real sober people, right, that we know, they're sober for a fucking reason, right?
yeah.
It's their life is on the fucking line.
9 times out of 10, it didn't end at booze.
No, exactly. Yeah, it wasn't, exactly. You know what my buddy was pointing out the other day, which I think is bullshit? Like, these, like, holier than thou guys are like, oh, I got sober because now I'm more productive. Like, on TikTok, Instagram, whatever, like, these, like, almost like business type of guys or, like, athletic type of guys. It's like, I don't drink because of this. It's like, it's kind of like sober stolen valor. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, dude, you're not sober.
Right.
You're choosing not to drink.
Yeah.
That's a very different thing. Like, there was this girl that I went to high school with, whatever. For, like, 2 years, she was like, I'm sober, and I feel great. I'm like, you're not sober. I knew she wasn't, like, in recovery.
Yeah.
She was just not drinking because she was trying to be a fucking Beachbody coach,
Yeah.
right? Like, by the way, scam city.
Yeah, we talked about
total
them.
scam city.
Yeah.
But Like, I'm like, dude, don't say, like, that's offensive. I would think that's offensive to somebody who's actually fucking in recovery and is in sobriety.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Imagine imagine going just for the fuck of it. You go to an NA meeting, right?
Yeah.
And you get all these guys who have horror stories.
Yeah.
They'll make you cry, fucking scream and shout and whatever. And then this guy's just like, yeah, I just stopped on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
It's like,
I just, you know what? It was interfering with my sleep.
All of a sudden, it's like one of those awkward claps. Like, do we cheer for this guy?
Yeah. One day I woke up and I couldn't even drink my coffee. Like,
yeah.
like, all right, thanks, fucking Chaz. You know what I mean? By the way, speaking of, like, rich people, Chaz names or whatever, this Cohasset story is fucked.
Dude, I'm all in, though.
Fucked.
I'm all in.
All right, so here's the deal. For the people who aren't from Mass, now,
No,
I
I think it's a world story right
probably,
now.
but like 80% of our listeners are from Mass, I would say. Cohasset is an extremely rich city, town in the South Shore of Massachusetts. This woman is like this woman and her husband are like traveling all around, taking Instagram pictures, like in fucking Paris. Like the guy's an art dealer. Now it turns out he's a fucking scam artist, sold fake paintings and shit.
Warhols.
Fake Warhols. She fucking, like, flew the coop, or, like, she's disappeared. Let's just say that. She's off the grid.
Yeah.
Nobody can find her. The guy has reported her missing for, like, 4 days. Fire breaks out at the house they used to live at.
Yep.
Like, 3 days after this happens. They've been looking for her. They've called out the ground search. The husband just got arrested today. So it turns out they were, like, fake, probably kind of fake rich people, or shady as fuck. She's not from here, too, by the way. She's, like, Eastern European.
Right.
Okay. I got so many theories. Now,
Dude.
they have not found this woman yet.
Nope.
I hope to God she's fucking alive.
We all
just
do.
say that right away.
We all
right,
do.
Boy, have some fun. What do you think is going on?
Russian spy.
Done.
Really?
That's what my buddy came up with, and I'm like, you're right, I think.
Dude, I'm in a
And
group.
she's just gone.
I'm in a group chat with a buddy of mine, very Mulkey. He listens every week.
Yep.
He can tell he knows more about me and you than me and you know. about me.
Yeah.
You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Good, because I need somebody to text and be like,
And
did I say this already
dude,
on the podcast?
he wrote it in the group chat as I was thinking it, and I go, "You motherfucker, you read my mind." Russian spy has to be.
Yeah.
Has to be.
Because, and it made me think about this, like, and I'm not saying, like, obviously, listen, there's nothing fucking funny about people being kidnapped or fucking killed. Obviously, everybody fucking knows that. But, like, there's got to be a portion of people who go missing that people are like, oh, this lady, like, and then she might have been a spy and maybe she just fucking had to go back to, like, Russia or whatever.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
What about because the dude just got arrested
yeah, he got arrested tonight.
for misleading cops.
Yep.
So,
I don't think she's dead.
all right, do you watch Blacklist? Or did you watch Blacklist?
I used to watch it, yeah.
All right, so I've attempted to watch it 100 times. So
Yeah,
I've only
watched like a few. I think
I've
watched the
only
first
been up
season.
to season 2.
Sure, me too. I'm the same. We're
All
same.
right, so not without giving out too much information, but that was like exactly what I thought of when, like the boyfriend issue
Yep.
and like how he was just in the house, all that shit. First thing I thought of when I thought of this, but the boyfriend definitely knows something.
Husband. Yeah.
Husband, yeah.
Yeah.
About,
Oh, he knows what's going on.
but
I
he's
just don't know
but he's
that. I
also
don't think
not
he killed her. I don't know. I mean, like, I would not be surprised if tomorrow they find her body.
Well, he's not a great guy.
No, he's a bad guy.
Yeah, he's a real bad guy.
But like, there's a total world in which a bad guy is a good person for a spy to marry.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like somebody who's compromised already is not the worst guy to be married to. Now, I mean, listen, this lady turns up fucking dead tomorrow. Obviously, like, I feel fucking horrible. I'm just saying that came to my mind.
We're saying what everybody is
Exactly.
thinking.
Yeah.
But
I'm just making it clear that I'm not like when I go up to the pearly gates, like I don't want them to replay this. I want to be like, I asterisk that shit. Remember?
Do you so another thing that I said in my group chat was, do you remember when Whitey was on trial
Yes, I do.
and the dude Stippo Rakes was going to testify,
Yep.
and the day or the week before he was supposed to testify, he got found dead. He was poisoned to death. Do you remember this?
No, I don't remember this part.
He was found in Lincoln, Mass,
Yeah.
on the side of a road in his car, and he was poisoned to death. And it just so happened, everyone was like, oh my God, Whitey still got fucking people out there whacking people off that are going to testify against him. Because the dude was going to testify
By the
against
way, whacking people off is probably not the.
didn't come out as Didn't come out right. Whatever.
He's got a professional guy.
Whacking people off
He's got a
left
guy
and
who
right.
professionally goes around. Just you got to go jerk this guy off today. He needs a jerk off today.
Jerk him off to death.
This guy's behind L Street Tavern. He needs to get jacked off now. Go ahead.
But he got found on the side of the road, and at the time they were doing a documentary about him. It was the guy Stephen Davis and the guy Stippo Rakes, and they were testifying against him the day before or whatever. And I remember it like yesterday. They were in the car, and the guy Stephen Davis gets a phone call. He's like, "You got to be fucking kidding me!" And he hangs up the phone. He's like, "Stippo's dead." It's like, what? You know, and like, I followed that case from beginning to end.
Yeah.
I've read every book on it, and I was like, oh my God. I was like, he's still fucking killing people.
Yeah.
Just so happens, the guy Stippo was a total piece of shit.
Yeah.
And he owed somebody else money from a totally unrelated thing, and the guy killed him because he killed him.
Yeah.
But
that's
it was
crazy.
just, but I mean, like, that's what I'm saying. So, like, this Warhol guy,
Yep.
he might, it just might be too coincidental.
Oh yeah, I
But that's what I was like trying to compare it to. Like, it could be he's a piece of shit, she just got killed, or Russian spy shit. Has nothing to do with one or the other. Could be like that. I don't know. I'm all in on this though.
Oh, dude, I mean, I love true crime shit. Obviously,
Yeah.
I think everybody does. It's fascinating to me. I do think there's something to do with like, there's a common thread I think with like people who, like, I think there's something like that. Like, it's a weird thing. Like I could be dirt poor, and I wouldn't be psyched. But to go from like what I have now to dirt poor, I wouldn't be pumped. If I woke up tomorrow and I'm in India in a fucking cardboard box, I wouldn't be amped, right? That said, I like who I am, and I'm like, and that type of stuff. So like, I think there's a lot of people that get rich, right? And like, first of all, there's tons of people that get rich and they do great things with their money, and they're great fucking people, right? So I'm not a classist. There's no classism, nothing like that. But like, there's some people that get rich and they're like, they don't know what to do with themselves. And then there's a lot of people who get that, like, dude, people see it's just like priests with kids or whatever, or people of power with younger people who exploit them. Thieves, people who are shady, see money, they go to money. You know what I mean? That's where they go. So like, people like this, I think like shit like this happens in these type of communities because like, dude, weird, strange people get fucking rich too.
Dude.
You know what I mean?
Cohasset is that their like main house?
No, so they moved out of there.
Right.
They don't live there anymore.
No, but like, no. So that house was in Cohasset.
Yeah.
Okay.
They lived there until she lived there. It said until July of this year, and then they sold the house.
So all right. So there's definitely something in that house that needs to get burned. That's what I thought. That's where my mind goes. There's some sort of evidence in that house.
Yeah.
And they said, all right, burn it down.
Yeah.
Was there a family living in there, or was it like on the market?
I think they were not there, or maybe they were there. They got out. But they were like, oh, there's nothing suspicious. See, now I think the cops have been saying this all along because they know what's going on. They don't want this guy to fly off and take off, right? So like people are like, the cops are so dumb. Obviously, it has something to do with it. I'm like, well, if they know that, but they don't have enough to arrest him yet, they're not gonna fucking say it because then he's gonna fucking. What if he can get in a jet tomorrow and fucking fly out of here? You know, who knows? You know what I mean? They don't want to lose him.
Yeah.
But dude, shit like that happens. It's crazy how often that type of shit fucking happens. You know what I mean? Like especially I feel like it happens a lot. You'll see these like I love watching those true crime stories. Like, and not really. There's one on Greed or something like that. It's on like CNBC or some weird fucking channel, and it's usually on after like the fucking what's the invention show there? Not fucking whatever. The one where they come in with Mark Cuban and them.
Shark Tank.
Shark Tank. They run replays, and that's how I found it. So like they play it afterwards. But anyways, it's all about people like who steal money, like some like Madoff type shit, right?
Yeah.
So half of it's like that, but then half those crimes involve them like killing their wife or something,
right?
Because they're running a fucking scam the whole time, and they don't want to fucking own up to it. You know what I mean? And they just fucking. You have to be a psychopath to do that shit. You know what I mean? Like a complete fucking sociopath.
Absolutely.
Like I'm talking about like to live a fake life and be able to like go to bed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like to be like, oh. This is all stolen money, and we're buying a new yacht tomorrow. That is crazy shit, dude. Crazy fucking shit.
Now, does he go in front of the judge tomorrow? He might.
I have no idea. I don't know how that works.
Well, he was arrested on the weekend.
He's not charged with. Is he charged with? He's charged with lying to investigate.
Misleading
police, right?
Police.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that's going to be enough to like get the news people in there.
Oh, I have no idea.
It might though.
Yeah, I have no idea. I mean, this thing is wild though. Like wild. It's always more like it's always more interesting. Ththey perk you up more. Like if this was going on in Iowa right now, you'd be like, cool, that's crazy. But like when it's down the fucking, like I know a guy who lives there. You know what I mean? Like he's like, that house is a half mile from me. Like, you know, like, I don't know. It's crazy shit there. It's fucking crazy. I do think there's something to be said for like, there's a great, do you know the guy, do you know the writer Sebastian Younger? He wrote Black Hawk Down.
Okay.
He's written like a lot of great books. Wrote a book about like, I think it's called Tribe. Basically goes to show that like stats of like men who like make a lot of money, who like their suicide rate's one of the highest in the world.
Oh yeah.
Like because
Dude,
like
the guy from David Buster's just offed himself.
Yeah, because I think that like I think like well, because even me, like I would never know because I'm not rich, right? But like in your mind, you're like, oh, if I had all this money, if I had a lot of money, I'd be happy, right? And then like you get there, and maybe you have more than you ever dreamed you'd have, and you're fucking miserable. You know what I mean? Like you're like it's like I don't know, like it is a weird thing. You know what I mean? Like luckily I'll never know, so it's not an issue. You know what I mean? Like, but I don't know. Like I think that's an interesting like.
Yeah, I mean, well, dude, when the Great Depression happened, right? All the fucking big bang people, they were the ones throwing themselves off a bridge.
Yeah.
They had nothing better to do. It was the people that were fucking eating cabbage soup that were fucking surviving.
No, because dude, it's like you know, it's like I remember hearing an interview with Jamie Foxx one time. It was like a really good point he brought up. He's like, you know, people who like wallow in their depression, but like they say they're in like debt or whatever they're in, right?
Yeah.
He's like, I got like just one piece of advice to solve every problem that you got. He's like, and this probably doesn't apply to somebody who already has millions of dollars, but he was like, if you go out there and hustle your balls off every day doing something, he's like, you don't have time to think about like how little money you have or what you owe because you're out there working your fucking balls off or you're doing whatever. So,
Right.
I don't know. Anyways, we got off a little subject. I want to give up, by the way, I got to give a free ad. We got listeners to the show who actually are friends of Johnny Costello.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I think the guy's name's Owen. That's how you spell E-O-I-N, I think is Owen, right? In the Gaelic, right? And I know his last name in front of me, but he runs I think it's Boston Guinness Reviews. I'll post it in the link or whatever. I'll have him post it. Big corker. I'm a member of the group. They just post fucking, like, there's like a North Shore Wings group, a fucking beef group, whatever.
Strictly Guinness.
This guy they just do Guinness reviews. And, like, they're like, and it's fucking cool because I'm like, because you know you've had a shitty Guinness before.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's the worst. Dude.
Oh, yeah.
You go to, like, a fucking Dave and Buster's, speaking of the place, and get, order a Guinness. First of all, have your head examined. But, like, you know, you go to, like, whatever, Harrington's, Wakefield. Like, I've had a good Guinness there, right? So, anyways, shout out to them. If you like Guinness, you're in the Boston area, check them out. I told him I'd give him a little plug. Andy's a boy of Johnny Costello, who's a boy of ours.
Johnny.
By the way, we got a weekend coming up.
Oh,
we got to tease this fucking
Do we ever? First off, we got to break the bad news, too, right?
Yeah, the good news. All right, I always say this at work. My buddy Jimmy O'Malley lives in Ireland. Always says to me, "You want the good news or the bad news?" And I always go, "Always bad news first."
Always bad news first.
Always bad news first.
And it works out good because the bad news happens before the good news in this sense, too.
Can I do one little interjection on this?
Please.
Okay.
It's not really bad news.
No, it's not. 3 years ago, it's replacement news, really.
Yeah, replacement.
3 years ago, we went to my friend of ours has like a cabin way up by the Canadian border. Me and Tommy went up there. There's like no cell service, nothing, right? So we went up there for a couple nights.
Kaczynski area?
Oh, yeah. It's like, dude, you could disappear. Like, nobody would know you were there. Went up there for a couple days. I'm on the way home, and you sleep up there, but you don't sleep like you sleep at home. You know what I mean?
Right.
Especially like up there. Like, you hear a stick crack a mile away, you know? So I'm driving home. So it's a 5-hour drive home. I'm driving home. All I can think about is can't wait to get in my fucking bed, take a nap, whatever. It's October, by the way, like 25th or something like that. Maggie, I call Mags. I'm like, hey, what's up? She's like, do you want the good news or the bad news? And I'm like, I always want bad news first. She's like, last night I was out in the bar and the dog ran outside and he went after a skunk and the skunk sprayed him directly in the face and then he ran in the house, ran everywhere in the house. House stinks like a skunk. And she's like, and I had to like wash him in the thing. Everything stinks. And I'm like, what's the good news? She's like, my brother's wife is pregnant. And I'm like, that does not compensate for what I just heard. Like the good news after that has been like, I want a trip to Disney World. We're going on Tuesday, and the house is getting fumigated.
No, the good news would be like the dog got himself in the bath, turned him on, and then he like doused himself in tomato juice or whatever the fuck he's supposed to do.
Dude, we had the windows open for 3 days in October, dude. It was ridiculous. Anyways, so replacement news.
Is it tomato juice or tomato sauce?
Dude, this is fucked. Tommy just asked me this today. I was walking around Mount Hood. He's like, is it tomato juice or tomato sauce? I think it's tomato juice.
I think it's tomato sauce.
Really?
I don't know. We'll leave it up to the
I can
fucking
tell you this
caucus.
much. Either one didn't really work.
Yeah.
So basically, like, I started reading online. They're like, the only way you can go away is like time. It took like a week and a half. But we had all this shit in there, like these absorption.
Yeah.
Fucking
That's fucking
horrible. Anyways, so we were supposed to have the bar crawl on February 11th.
Yeah.
Canceled.
No, just postponed.
Postponed. I shouldn't say canceled. That date is canceled
The date is canceled.
because we got something better for you.
We have something that is it benefits us. It benefits one of our sponsors, and you guys should still all come. That we're planning on coming to the bar crawl anyway.
In fact, it's definitely a day you can have you could probably have a more relaxed evening than you
Yep.
would have had on the bar crawl, because bar crawls are like kind of like, speaking of doing Adderall, it's like,
we're still having a bar crawl. That is a billion
yeah, that's
percent
100% happening. I'm just saying
We gotta plan it out a little bit better too.
yeah, we do. We didn't have enough time. We were up against the wall. It's fine. We're learning. Okay, we're doing the research.
We're still under a year in.
We're brand new. Lily Peas chicken. March 4th. March 4th. It's a Saturday.
Mark this on your calendars,
Mark
please.
it on your calendars. We are going to do a podcast from there, like we did last time.
Yep.
So we'll record a podcast around 4. But this is not just like a wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Afterwards, I'm going to play tunes with my band. We got professional sound guys coming there to do it.
Hell yeah.
I'm going to sing fucking White House Road to the fucking top of my lungs. And I talked to Chris Parsons.
Listen
met-
up.
They're going to be doing an all-you-can-eat chicken deal that day for us.
$20.
So it's like $20 or something like that. I don't know the exact number. Maybe it's 20, 25, whatever.
Yeah.
All you can eat fucking fried chicken.
Steal.
All right? Absolute fucking steal. So you get to hang out with us. We get to hang out with you, more importantly. You get unlimited fried chicken. We will be fully off the fucking wagon by that point.
Oh yeah. You can buy
They
us.
let's just talk about, you order a drink, Danny. What's the drink got in it?
What's the drink?
Crushed ice.
Oh yeah.
Like fucking the best crushed ice. You want to drink a fucking drink there.
Do you remember what I got? My very first drink in that place was?
A Jameson ginger.
No, the first drink I got there, because I saw that it was crushed ice, I got a mojito. And I was like, hey, man.
I do remember that.
I was like, hey, man. And he's like, what's up? And I was like, do you feel like making a mojito? He's like, sure. I'm like, they're kind of a pain in the dick
Yeah.
to make. He's like, you ask for a mojito, you get a mojito.
Yeah.
Fucking great mojito.
Dude, because I will say this, they're like real deal bartenders. They're like,
they're
they have a lot of fucking like not easy to make drinks on the
Right.
menu. So it's like they have known
Yeah,
for
a
it.
mojito is easy for them. You know what I mean? It wasn't just like one of those drinks that, a company makes up.
Yeah.
Mojito's like pretty across the board.
Yeah, so
ingredients.
we're gonna be there March 4th. First of all, I'm gonna have to because I do have this problem with the night before I play a show. Usually I get shit faced and then I'm hungover, which whatever, it doesn't matter. I'll still be fine. I don't enjoy it as much. Doesn't change it for anybody else. But we have the Young Wolf Tones the night before the Malton
Yeah.
Irish American.
That is very true. Me and Brendan, we haven't. I don't think we have all our seats taken up for yet, but good amount of them are.
Good amount of them.
Free plug for them too. March 3rd at the Irish American. Great show if you've never seen them.
Yep.
Every year they sell out. So if you want a table, you want tickets. Pretty sure that it's on their website. Or you can just reach out to me. I can tell you how to get them pretty cheap. I think the ticket's like $25, something like that. Great time. Irish music. Obviously, it's around that time. And you get to see me, and I will 100% be drunk that night. So you'll see me in rare form.
Yeah, I mean, I don't be drunk. Whatever, it is what it is. I mean, I'm going to the Irish American. I'm seeing the Young Wolf Tones. Like, chances of me not being drunk are zero.
Right.
So
And by the way, I've seen, for those who are familiar with like the Wolf Tones and the Young Wolf Tones, I've seen them both. Anyone tells you different, they're lying to your face. The Wolf Tones put on a great show. The Young Wolf Tones put on a great show.
Yeah.
The problems with the Wolf Tones now is their venue changed from 103's Hall to the Strand Theater.
Yep.
Not a good place to catch a show.
No.
It
Especially when you want to be
sucks.
getting up and down and drinking beers and
Dude,
whatever.
it's a theater.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you're in stadium seating, and you don't have a bar at your leisure.
Yeah, it sucks.
Where at 103, it was wide open. It was a hall, and they had 1,000 people in it. You had a bar. It was great. This is the same type of atmosphere. It's just a smaller venue, which the IA still holds 400 people in there.
Yep.
You're still going to get the cheap drinks. Great sound system. People right in front of your face. Great things. And I'm working on a few things. I haven't even talked to anybody yet, but I am on the board there. Might try and get a couple food trucks there.
Dude.
You already know who I'm thinking of.
Oh, I mean, I'm Jump Town.
You know, so it's very early in that stage, but they don't have food at that concert.
Yeah.
People usually order food or bring
Yeah,
shit in.
Beefy Boys, maybe him.
So maybe I'm thinking couple Beefy Boys and Denali food
That'd be
truck.
sick, dude.
So I'm gonna work on that this week. But either way, that's the 3rd. We'll be there. The 4th, we'll be at Lily P's. You'll see Brendan Ahern slaying on a guitar and on the mic.
Let's go.
Converse Outlet, that's the name of the band?
Yeah.
What a sick name.
Converse Outlet.
Fucking
I just ordered a new pair of cons for this fucking
What
event.
a fucking sick name, dude.
It's going to be a great time. And you know what? I got a couple guys that play Bluegrass tonight who play. First of all, I told Parsons he has to get play a couple songs with us.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's going to play banjo. He got a new guitar. We'll see.
Banjo is such a sick instrument.
I love it. Now, there's a kid who plays banjo at the Lily P's who I've like kind of shot the shit with a couple times.
Yeah.
Younger guy. And I'm gonna throw out to him and be like, hey, you want to come down here that night and maybe fucking jump on like 4 or 5 tunes? Banjo, dude. When I sit there at that Lily P's thing and you just play like all old, it would be like going to an Irish jam, like all the old tunes. And I hear that banjo in the back of my ear and I'm like, I fucking sends shivers up my spine.
It's fucking great.
Yeah,
Dude.
like I love it. I've told the story before, but like I have one and I wanted to learn it, but then I didn't want to pay for a divorce lawyer because man, he would have been like, you know what's funny? Like in the bluegrass world, all the jokes are about banjo players.
Yeah.
Like and about banjos being like guy goes into like and people are like why and I'm like I don't know because they're annoying to listen to I guess but like there's like an old joke it's like guy has a recording session so he decides to stop at a bar before because he's a little early so he stops he's drinking a beer and then all of a sudden he goes fuck I left my fucking banjo in the window down and he goes back out there and what's there 2 banjos.
2 banjos.
I think I've told it before but anyways we're gonna be there it's gonna be fucking awesome it's gonna be epic. And we'll have a lot of our fucking crew there.
Yeah.
Right?
That's the plan.
Promise Mohan some bluegrass tunes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see if we'll see maybe and like we'll have an extra mic there. So if we see people that we know and stuff, if somebody wants to jump on, shoot the shit for a few minutes.
Yeah, my man Paul Downey, who I told you is he's big into bluegrass.
Yep.
He works for Mohan, used to work with me. My old phone, he's my dog. He loves bluegrass. He's the one that
Nice.
put me on to Childers.
Yeah.
So I told him I was like, mark it on your calendar, you're coming. He was
Yeah.
like, say no more.
Yeah.
So he'll probably because he plays the guitar too. So he might.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, he might fuck around with
Sick.
you.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, as far as the pub crawl, just postponed. It's a rain delay.
Yeah, it's a rain delay.
It's a rain delay. I think honestly, it would be better in like May or June.
Yeah, I agree with you too. Like the thing that the reason this is better for this time of the year
Yep.
is because we don't have to worry about the weather really.
Right.
Right. If like a snowstorm, great. Take an Uber there, whatever.
Right.
If it was a snowstorm and then we have a bus, Malden has some tight streets, like it becomes a real fucking nightmare. Dude. Like does so.
Yeah. We'll move it back to spring, summer.
Yeah, I agree. So in my week of like being straight arrow,
Yep.
we did movie night every night because like I was like I need something to do, keep me busy, whatever.
Yep.
So watch Top Gun Maverick again. God, just fucking hits me, dude. I
You
love
love
that
it.
fucking movie. I love that fucking movie, dude. You know what it is? I love movies that like, just like I don't have to think, but it's a blockbuster and it's good. That's what that movie is, right? It's like that's good for me.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to watch like Manchester by the Sea and see somebody's fucking kids burn up in a building.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want like thanks. I got a case of the Mondays already
Yeah,
before I
yeah.
fucking watch that. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Did a bunch of old movies this week. It was great. So
I think we talked about. Did we talk about Tulsa King on here?
no, go for it. I think we might have mentioned it, but like I don't think we got into it.
So I am all in on Sly Stallone as a mafia guy. All in. I think a lot of these directors fucked up not using him in the '90s movies with all the mafia things.
Yeah.
Dude, he kills it. But
I think the problem was he was more of a leading man at that time.
dude, so like
They did
so many
Copland.
people were like he got turned down for the roles, and I was like, was it because of his fucking fucked up mouth? Was it the way he talked? Like the guy is from literally New York. How
Yeah.
much fucking more authentic do you want?
I know. I think he's great. I actually think that like now here's my only. I don't know if you. I'm not gonna give any spoilers, right? But the show's great. It's very entertaining.
Yeah.
My only gripe with the show is like his best moments are in the most serious parts of the show. Like you know what I mean?
See,
Like
I
when
think
he's
that's why I love it.
no, that is why I love it. But I'm
Oh.
saying if it was a more serious drama, because it's kind of like got a comedy aspect to it,
Yeah.
which is cool.
Yep.
But like I think if it was like a balls out, balls to the wall, like fucking almost like Peaky Blinders type shit, like like it would be like the show of the year type of shit. You know what I mean? Like Sopranos. Like if he was in a show like The Sopranos,
Yeah.
like he would elevate that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's how good he is in the show.
Dude, it's just I didn't think I was gonna like it because like I tried to watch Lilyhammer.
Oh, I couldn't do it.
And it's like, all right, this dude ratted. Now they put him out in like fucking Serbia, wherever,
Yeah,
wherever the
yeah.
fuck
Sweden or
Lilyhammer is.
whatever
Yeah.
it is, yeah.
I watched one episode. I was like, I'm out.
Yeah, I'm good.
I thought the exact same thing with Tulsa King. I watch it. First episode, I was like, I am locked, loaded, fucking Sly Stallone, fucking actor of the year.
Oh, yeah.
Right? But so earlier today, you were like, hey, I'm ready whenever. And I was like, all right. And my plan was I was going to watch because there's an episode every
Yeah.
Sunday. I'm all caught up. So I was like, I'll watch it today. Didn't happen because I had to cook for the baby or my 5-year-old or whatnot, her request. And so I'm glad I said 7 o'clock because I know I'm an old man now and I'm going to go to bed significantly earlier than I normally would. But at least when I leave here, I'll be able to watch at least that last episode because I think it's the last episode of the season.
Yeah, I haven't. I think I'm one behind you. I watched it. I downloaded it for my trip to Nashville to watch on the plane. So like
When
I
do you
watched.
go? Wednesday. Oh no, you did. You yeah. Jared,
No,
you already
no.
went.
When I went like
Yeah,
a
yeah.
few weeks ago.
I'm retired.
But I've been eating it up, dude. I
Yeah.
love it. I think it's great.
It's a good one.
By the way, shout out to my guy if he's still listening. Shout out to my guy Derek, the farmer out
Yeah.
in fucking Indiana, because he texted me the other day and he's like, bro, he's like, you ready to come back? He's like, me and Ashley going back like in a month, and I'm like, dude, I wish I could fucking go back right now.
Yeah.
I got fucking Maggie's going to Hilton Head, and I'm going to fucking Vegas in March, and but anyways, so when you party with somebody, you're like, I can party with this guy all the time.
All the time,
you know,
yeah.
it's the best, you know.
It's good time.
Anyways, I was at the gym this morning. I was thinking about this, right? You know what's weird about the gym? Like, I don't know. Like, I'm not like a gym rat, right? If I go to the gym, I'm basically on the fucking elliptical, right? Just
Yep.
trying to get less fat. But it cracks me up how the community of the gym, like, is like maybe we should probably get Joe Teddy on here sometime because he's a gym fucking guy.
Yeah.
Like, dude, you see like a 25-year-old girl, and then there's like 68-year-old guy. And they're like, it's like they fucking know what each other had for dinner last night. Like they have their own crew
Yeah.
in there of like this weird community. And it got me thinking, I'm like, how did they first break the fucking ice here? Like,
Dude.
what was like, what are you doing to your glutes? Like, how do they break that fucking down? You know what I mean?
It had to have been like, hey, I washed that station down for you. Oh, thanks. And then every day after that, it's a smaller or bigger and bigger
It has
conversation.
to be because it's the most fucking mishmash of people. Like,
Now-
guy can barely get on the treadmill. This girl's fucking got an ass you can play quarters off of,
Yeah.
right? And they're like talking like they just fucking like they live next to each other. It's the fucking craziest shit I've ever seen.
Dude, last week, I'm working for a company where it's kind of like in and out jobs right now. We don't have
Yeah.
like one big high rise, except for tomorrow. I'll tell you about that shortly. But so we had to go to the supply house, but it was like break time. So I was like, all right, let's go grab something to eat real quick. So we go by this little place near Northeastern BU, Northeastern area, and it's called Wollaston's.
Okay.
You have any idea about this?
Wollaston's?
Yep. It's basically a grocery store slash. It's like a bodega, but for
Yeah.
like college students.
Yep.
You walk in and you see notepads and glue. Third aisle, there's a guy making subs.
Love it.
It's everything.
I already love it.
So we go in there. He was like, "Hey, I've had a sub here before. Let's just grab that and go because we got to get back. No problem." $8 for a sub, lights out. Right? It was a very good sub. So he's like, we got time to kill. Let's fucking eat here like gentlemen. Dude, we went through the double doors. They had like mall seating, like a food court.
Yeah.
Right? The next 2 floors right above you, it was a fucking gym.
What?
I swear to God. It was the most bizarre thing I've ever fucking been at in my life. I'm sitting there enjoying this $8 delectable sandwich, and I look up, and there's a lady on a Stairmaster. And then 1 floor above them, this guy's doing fucking bench pressing. It was surrounded. It was an octagon. It was like you're in jail. It was fucking weird, dude. And I was like, how is this like okay with the Board of Health? Like
Dude.
this like, food and gym and it was just weird.
Dude, so when I first started, whatever. Me and my buddy O'Malley that I work with, we work with a lot of companies in New York and New Jersey. That's specifically what we do. At the time, we were under this non-compete. We couldn't work with our old company, so we were working with these like small companies that do like stairs, like or miscellaneous metals type companies, right?
Yep.
You know what they are,
Yep.
obviously. So, anyways, those companies are in like the fucking depths of Queens, right? Like they're not in like great areas, first of all. So
Right.
we're in suits, 2 lily white dudes walking down trying to in these industrial areas, right? So we go into this one place. Can't remember the name of the company. Not that I would say it anyways, but we walk in, and these places are like we're used to like before we would work with these companies. We work with these big. Like, you walk in, it's a fucking sick office, right? This is like, you just walk into, it was basically walking into a garage.
Yeah.
But it was a big place, whatever. So we go in, the guys, we're talking to the guy, he's like, telling us about the company. He's like, we got a gym here, we really take care of the employees. He's like, we show you, opens this door. I'm not kidding. It's a black room, it's about the size, it's small in this garage. Inside of it were like 45 Dominican guys lifting weights. It was like somebody took a prison yard and put it like in a fucking box. I'm like, can they breathe in there, dude?
They got water bags made out of pillowcases.
I'm like, they're all at lunch just fucking absolutely throwing fucking heart, like fucking weights around, right? And we're sitting there in our suits looking like complete dickheads. Like, and I'm like, this is like, I wish you got like, we're like, nice, this is a great gym. It wasn't a gym, it was a room with some weights in it. Like, a gym is like an actual facility.
Yeah.
Like, this is not a gym. This was a fucking Xerox machine room that you put a bunch of fucking weights into. Like, that's it. Like, that's all we have here.
It's a gym. We gotta take care of our employees. That's great.
Yeah, it was fucking ludicrous. But I got wondering about that. I'm like, because like I'm not the type of person like I'm never going to talk to you at the gym. I'm not the type of person you want to talk to.
Right.
Because I have my headphones in. I'm there to fucking do my fucking half-hour fake fucking workout and then get the fuck out of there, right?
Yeah.
I just think it's so interesting. Like, there's one guy there that looks like. Have you ever seen the movie The Wrestler?
Yeah.
Which is actually a great movie, but like
With,
very depressing.
Mickey Rourke?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
There's a guy in there, literally, like, he could have been the stunt double for Mickey Rourke. Like, this guy screams, like, I don't know how many Poison shows he went to or, like, how many he bounced at, but, like, this guy is fucking, like, just central casting, right?
Yep.
Like, definitely bouncing a bunch of reveal bombs back in the day.
There was a guy who looks like he could have played in, like, the European NBA. Somewhere, like Wicked DF League, whatever.
Yeah.
He was, like, 6'5", ripped, was not an ounce of natural muscle on him. It was all steroids. But he would go to the Malden Y. This is when I was in high school. And I would watch him put the fucking row bar.
Yeah.
He would put it on the very last weight, which was damn near impossible for anybody.
Sure.
And I don't know why he did it, because he never could lift it up. But he would just go, and just not lift it. And I would watch him do this day after day. And it was like he was doing 10 reps of screaming.
Dude, I didn't even think, this is what I love about this show, because now we're going to go down a whole different rabbit hole. YMCAs are a totally different thing than gyms.
Dude, but listen.
You get some fucking characters at Wise.
The YMCA, when I was growing up, was in Malden Square. That was...
Now they got a sweet-ass fucking YMCA.
Yeah, that's the one that, like... I was in that gym in high school, but, like, the one I grew up in...
Yeah, the old school one.
...was a fucking... It was the projects.
Yeah.
It was, like, a brick building with no AC, no heat. It was just there.
Yeah.
They had a shelter in the attic for homeless people. That's where young men found out about, like, dicks. Like, because old men just didn't give a fuck about walking around ass naked.
They don't give a fuck.
You'd go there for a Sunday morning basketball game at 9 a.m., and you had to go through the locker room to get to the gym.
Yeah.
And if you didn't keep your head down, you just saw dicks.
Just grandfather clocks going back and forth
dude,
everywhere.
Lots of dicks. And they're just talking to each other. It was so surreal to me. I'm like, why don't they have clothes on? And they just got junks hanging out, no manscaping whatsoever.
No, none. Especially back then.
No. Don't even attempt to look in the sauna.
No.
That's just fucking freaky too. Dude, like, I think about it now. And like, if my son ever came home, I would lose my mind.
Yeah.
What do you mean he's wearing no fucking pants?
Yeah,
You know?
I know.
Then it was like...
No, it's like that was
Dude,
what it was.
that's why I think I would be incredible at laser tag, because I had to avoid these fucking people like fucking landmines.
I had a sick laser tag set when I was a kid, by the way.
I'd be like, and I'd fucking dip dodge it. Dude, I was Barry Sanders of the fucking crew, dude.
Dude, when we were playing in our men's hoop league down there, like my buddy Gentile and like all of these guys live around here.
Yeah.
We had nicknames for everybody down there. It was a mishmash of fucking people down there.
Yeah.
Like one guy who was pretty good, but he was old. We called him the Penguin.
Yeah.
Like he was like a fat penguin, looked like the Penguin in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
He was like 65. And the guy used to just, if he would just break his fingers all the time, he would just duct tape them together. He didn't use like fucking medical tape. So he was the Penguin. There was a kid named Dirty Shirt because his shirt was always fucking dirty. Mikey Fowles, because he fouled everybody.
Mikey Fowles is a great name.
Sunshine, I already mentioned him.
Yeah.
That was the kid that was going to fight.
Yeah.
I'm missing like a ton of fucking good ones. But that used to come like when we were kids. There used to be like we used to be at this park.
Dude, that's a great nickname, Mikey Fowles.
Yeah, it's a great.
Love
nickname.
that.
There used to be a park. Well, there's a park right there, and we used to play there all the time. And I had this buddy at the time who like was well beyond his years, funny wise. And he used to give all the. We were like in high school, and all the guys were like maybe they were like younger than me even, right?
Yeah.
But he'd be like, they all had nicknames. Like one guy was like father of two because he looked like he was like he had kids, like he had a bald spot. And the other guys, there was this guy, I can't use his name, but his name was like whatever, Tony something, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, Tony lift a leg and piss because the guy used to walk over the bushes and just pull his shorts up and fucking hang his hog out and fucking piss.
Good for him.
Dude, giving nicknames at hoops is like one of the best things in the fucking world.
That's a fun time.
Yeah. Why's are crazy though, dude? You get a lot, like not so much now as much as it was then. Like YMCA's then were like, there was some real fucking characters.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Real fucking characters, those fucking things.
Dude, and you saw some like legit hoop too.
Dude, there was some pretty good basketball players down there. You know what I mean? Like everybody had a name. It was great, except for us because we gave all the names. We didn't tell anybody.
Yeah.
And the funny thing was that like we were friends with some of these guys on Facebook or whatever, and then one of the guys that was on our team moved away, and who listened to the show. Shout out my buddy Ben, and he was like, "Hey, I had a great time down there," and like with you guys, and like he listed all the nicknames. There's like 40 of them.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I hope these people don't see these, like because they were a lot of them like unflattering nicknames, you know.
Yeah.
It was fucking awesome.
We had two of my buddies, love them to death, and damn near brothers of mine. They had an older brother. Well, they have an older brother, but he used to be in like a men's league.
Yeah.
So we would go to the Y to watch his like on like a Tuesday night, 8 o'clock or whatever. And there was a guy there, and they used to like have like the stats and shit.
Oh,
points.
wow.
Oh, it was awesome. It was a great league. And this dude led in almost everything. And I looked at him, I was like, why does this guy, like, he tans a lot.
Yeah.
Why is he so fucking tan? And my buddy's older brother used to be a bodybuilder, so he would tan like every once in a while for like shows, but this guy was always tan.
Yeah.
So I was like, hey man, like, why do you always tan? He looked at me dead in the face. He was like, I'm a male stripper. Right hand of God.
Congratulations.
Yeah. So like the minute I said that, I was kind of hoping that like you knew who he was. Because like the dude was unbelievable. Like he would average like 33 and 10 every day.
And he was a male stripper.
Male stripper.
That's
he
a
was
shot,
like six,
like, now.
he was like 6'6", fucking 230, ripped.
I'd have to have a group of women with a real kink to be interested in seeing me strip.
Yeah.
That said, even if I was jacked and ripped,
Yeah.
I don't know that I want the male stripping job. Like I feel like.
Dude,
I don't know how much money you make a male stripper. Maybe you make
he
a
had
shitload
like
of money.
when he walked in the gym, it was like WWF though.
Yeah,
Like he had like
yeah.
this arrogance about him. He'd look around, make sure everyone like you're in a gym with the guys that are like 45. And by the way, if you go down 12 steps, everyone has their dick out anyway. Who gives a fuck, right? This isn't
It's true.
Chippendales, but this is
Yeah.
the Baldwin Y.
Yeah.
Fuck out of here.
I fucking love it, dude.
Yeah.
I love it. I love YMCA. I'm a YMCA guy. I love it.
Dude,
I fucking love it, dude.
Made bones there.
Yeah.
Made your bones there.
Yeah.
Or you see
And dude,
bonus.
No matter how, like, the bonus one's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Like, no matter how nice your Y is, I don't care how nice it is.
Yeah.
In general, although the Malden one is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, the Mulder one's sick now.
The gym's always too small for the amount of people that are in there lifting.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how big you make it. It's like you know how they say a fish will grow as big as its tank.
Yeah.
That's like a YMCA gym. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter if it's 4 football fields. They'll find
Dude, because
6,000
what they
people to
did
work
is
out in it.
they tried to like reinvent the wheel with the gym. They had like in the Malden one, anyways. What they did was they put all like the weights in one room, and they put the ellipticals like not close by.
Yeah.
And then they had a track. Just put everything fucking together.
Yeah.
Like a gym.
Yeah.
It was just they tried to reinvent the wheel, but I was there pretty much junior year through a year after 1 year in college. I was there for
Yeah.
like 3 years, and it was because I was still living in the projects, and they had a deal where you could go there for like $1 a month.
Nice.
So it was great.
Sick.
Fucking.
You know, dude, you know what's funny?
Now it's like they're begging people to go there.
So I have to like redo my membership because like I have like an $80 a month. We used to use the pool up in Saugus. They have a wide
yeah.
pool.
Yep.
And it's awesome.
yeah, my oldest went to
Fucking
gymnastics
great.
there.
Yeah, it's a
right
great
up the hill.
pool. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was $165 a year, but like you had to have a family plan at the Y. So I have an $85 fucking membership at the Y that I have not been too lazy to go down there and change.
Right.
But and I was using it for hoops and you need it for that. But anyways, Addie, my daughter, goes there every day after school. They go there and they run around, play fucking, probably piss off everybody who's in there. But
Yeah, right.
they go, that's what the Y's for. You know what I
Absolutely.
mean? That's what the fucking YMCA is for. By the way, let's do a couple of sponsors.
Let's do it.
You want to turn that off, by the way? You hot?
Yeah, we can turn that off for a minute.
Yeah, it's fine. I'll start. Bella's roast beef.
Where is it?
It's in the back, all the way in the back. Spin the dial. Bella's.
Do the shit face.
Bella's. It just spins until it clicks. We turn off the heat. Bella's roast beef and seafood. North Andover, Mass. 1211 Osgood Street. My guy Harry is fucking slaying it as usual. Jumptown did a video recently from there. I think it was this week, right?
Dude, I don't know if it's like, yeah, Jumpdown definitely did a video, but I don't know if maybe are you seeing it, dude? The amount of reviews they're getting right
dude.
now.
I mean, like, I hope Harry, if you're listening, like, I hope you're considering re-upping, even though you don't need the press,
Dude,
because he gets free press, dude.
It's unbelievable, and like every sandwich looks so fucking
Dude,
good.
so if you're not like, because like now this is like North Shore Beef's the page, which whatever we've talked about a million times. Like they review sandwiches on there. Join it if you're not a part of it. Unless you have thin skin, then don't. That said, they get so much publicity through this page because the fucking food is unbelievable, dude.
Right.
Like that was one of my last meals before I got my little fucking diet here. And by the way, I am gonna go up there in the next couple of weeks. And I'm gonna try I bet he has a dope Greek salad. I guarantee you, they have a fucking great Greek salad.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna find out. BellasNA.com. Tell them we sent you if you go up. I know one of my buddies just stopped by the other day. He texted me. I said, "Did you mention that you know us?" And he was like, "No." I'm like, "Well, how are they gonna know that fucking it's working if fucking you don't say, hey, I came through pulling the cork?" And he's like, "I don't know. I was a younger girl and I felt embarrassed." I'm like, "Dude, you are a grown up. Like, just say it."
Thanks, pal.
Anyways, we have to find like a secret thing that people could do, like a hand sign or something. Anyways,
just fling the door open like Jumptown.
they got the best roast beef in the business. I mean, I can tell you right now, my birthday's on February 20th. Okay, that's my birthday. I can tell you where I'm going to be at lunch, and I can tell you where I probably am going to be for dinner. Although dinner's tough because the kids, like the girls, can't eat gluten. Whatever. I'm definitely going to be at Bella's for lunch. So if you want to fucking buy me a beef on my birthday, you can buy me it there. It's probably the one day I'm going to break my diet over the next couple of months. So I'm going to fucking crush a beef at fucking Bella's on my birthday.
Attaboy.
So anyways, go see them. They have the best fucking grub going. Everything they have there is fucking fabulous. The restaurant's clean as shit. Clean as hell. Sorry, it's not clean as shit.
You know what the fuck we mean.
Fuck we mean. Anyways, Bella's North Andover.
American Safety Sprinkler.
Yep.
Mikey B.
Yep.
Mikey Brandano. All you restaurateurs out there. Harry, if you're listening, you need a guy, please reach out to my dude. Anyone that's looking for any type of fire safety shit, Mike's your guy. AmericanSafetySprinkler.com. Tell him that Pulling the Cork is sent you. He'll give you some sort of discount, I promise.
Yep. Let me also say this before I forget. A couple things. Help us out. Go onto our website. It's pullingthecorkpodcast.com. There's a thing that says subscribe. Put your email in there. Because I'm gonna put out a newsletter with stuff like the Lily P shit, right? And we also have like Danny started to do a TikTok channel, right? Like we're gonna do more videos on Instagram. Like we want to get this stuff to you so you could, if you like this show, you'll like that probably. We're trying to grow it, and if you put your email in there, which a lot of people have, you're on the list, and then we know how to get a hold of you, and we'll just send you. We're not gonna spam you,
right?
We're gonna send you cool shit. You know what I mean? And like when we start making more gear and stuff, you'll be the first to know before anybody else. How do you like that?
Boom.
We'll bribe you. Okay. Lily P's chicken. I mean, we already pretty much did it.
Come on, baby. 50 Benny.
50 Benny Street, Cambridge, Mass. Free parking as long as you eat there or drink there. They're the best of the business of fried chicken. They win awards. They have Pulling the Cork podcast there. We do a podcast for them. And by the way, I want to say this too. As we're doing a podcast from Lily P's, I want to do one from Bella's too.
Absolutely.
We'll just do one of the high tops and just record it there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And one thing I got to say about the live podcast, just to let people know so they're not expecting something different. We are there doing the podcast. You can pull up a chair and just hang out at the table and listen. It's a huge table. We don't we're not going to put it on the PA. The reason we don't do that is there'll be people there eating who aren't there for Pulling the Cork podcast, and they probably don't want to hear about shit like grandfather cock dicks in the Baldwin Y. You know what I mean? Like they're probably taking the girl on the first date. We're talking about like shit like fucking, old man Bush, like in the fucking in the locker room. So anyways, the music will be amplified. So anyways, that's that. But 50 Bay Street, order the let me give you I'll throw you one that I like. The Karage, I think it's called Kirrage. It's got like a kimchi thing going on with it.
Oh yeah?
It's great. Yeah, it's like a spicy one. It's good. Anyways, Lily P's Hot Chicken Hotline. We got some phone calls. All right.
Perfect.
I thought I read them first because it comes through in my phone.
Yep.
I thought this was going to be from Mohan, but it's not.
Pulling the Cork podcast. What a time to be alive. Christmas cakes on sale at Market Basket, 2 for $1. The Bruins on an absolute fucking tear. We didn't have to listen to that fucking sock pump Edwards. Fucking great. Happy New Year. Love you guys. Goodbye.
That's Clocky, and he's in a good mood, so he obviously got his Pert Plus.
Yeah.
All right. Back to backs. Here we go. We know. Oh, this is the other thing I want to say. Take off the headphones for 1 second. I mean, I'm not gonna spoil anything. You know who's coming next. This is fucking Doctor Strange and Bobby Froyo.
Yeah.
I don't listen to these till I get here because I want to honestly react to them.
Yeah.
Also, I lost the video from the Bobby Froyo fucking episode. It something got corrupted with it.
Oh, good.
So whatever. So it's not gonna be up. This will be up. Somebody said they were gonna come as long as who the fuck said it? Somebody was like, "I'm coming." Oh, Kenny Folds said, "I'm coming as long as I guarantee that Doctor Strange and Bobby Froyo are gonna like a photo op together." So hopefully we can get. Hopefully, I feel like Doctor Strange just come out of the woodwork. We'll see.
Hey guys, Doctor Strange. Making it quick as I'm boarding my flight to Aruba. I booked last minute with my winnings from fading Bobby Froyo. Good stuff with the South Carolina and Utah picks last weekend. If he doesn't drop his picks on his pre-written Anderson Cooper monologue voicemail, can I request that you guys get him so we can all fade Bobby Froyo and get rich? Fucking idiot.
All right, and right in tandem.
Guys, on location from Pulling the Cork, breaking news. It's Saturday night, and I'm up in New Hampshire outside the Panucci's Ale House after the Limp Bizkit concert. I'm in line with Fred Durst trying to get some grub from the Denali food truck. Windows closed. So me and Fred opened the door to see if they were still open. To our surprise, sausages were being served. But it was to Karen Strange, getting spit roasted by Adam Jumptown and his grill mate Mike. Don't shoot the messenger, Doctor Strange. Seems though the Angry Elf is going to be coming for his new nemesis next week. Back to you, Brendan and Danny. I'm out.
I got 2 things to say about Bobby Froyo.
This is my favorite rivalry.
It's the favorite.
This needs a 30 for 30.
I'm crying again. Again, I'm crying. It's not 11. 2 things I got to say about Bobby Froyo. One, he is taking an unbelievable amount of heat because everything he picked has gone wrong.
Yep.
Now, he does have Georgia tomorrow night. We'll see how that goes. The other thing is, when he walked in here, and I don't know if it was caught on air, you said, what kind? I think it was, actually. You were like, what kind of fucking coffee are you drinking? That's not a coffee. That was a milkshake.
Straight fucking milk.
I saved it. It's sitting right there, right?
Oh, boy.
I want you to go over there. I want you to read the ingredients on it. This thing looked like, literally, it didn't look like coffee was even part of it. 5 squirts.
Hold on.
Hold on. Here we go. This is, by the way, when you go into the Dunkin' Donuts in Malden or Lynn, you just say, I want the Froyo. That's how you order this.
So, medium iced coffee.
Yes, not a big coffee.
4. I don't even know.
No. It's what's it called? Butterscotch shots.
Yes, 4 butterscotch syrups, 4 sugars, 3 creams. Dude, when this
That's enough for 9 coffees.
This thing came the color of this was just it was eggshell white. That's what it was. It was disgusting.
It was I gotta say this to Bobby, because I'm sure he's listening. For a guy who's taking in that amount of sugar and cream before he's had his first meal, the guy must have great genetics because he's not overweight. And I mean, that thing is just a diabetic fucking situation right there. All right, one more.
All right.
Yo, it's your man Adam Jumptown. Just wanted to check in and give you something from the heart. Start off the new year on the right foot. I want to thank every single one of you Corkers who keep pulling it and supporting Jumptown. I really, really, really appreciate all the support, all the love on the Facebook and the IG. We don't know, but we do. So many things and dreams to come true. 2023, you, me, and pulling the cork. Stay tuned, stay alert, and keep that quality high, bitches. Woo! Sausages here.
He's the best.
There he is, the fucking best. Another thing, free plug. My buddy, this guy. So obviously, I'm well connected within the cornhole world, well documented. They're having a cornhole tournament that I'm already registered for. Turns out, like I've registered for like 2 tournaments last year.
Yeah,
I'm already registered for this tournament. Okay, my buddy Rich Queen, fucking Woburn legend of sports. We're gonna play this thing. I'm dragging him out of retirement. We get a text today from Jump, and he's like, "Yo, I'm doing this cornhole tournament." And I'm like, "Okay, yeah, when is it?" He's like, "It's that tournament." And I'm pretty sure I think the guy Darren is running it. I'm pretty sure he listens to this. He used to listen to so I think he might have heard it through the podcast. Hopefully, maybe not. Either way,
right.
Jump serving sausages at this cornhole tournament.
Love it.
I mean, and it's 2 days before my birthday. Like, I'm fucking gonna be over the moon. I can't wait to fucking.
Wait a minute. What tournament is that? Oh,
February
the
18th.
cornhole tournament. I'm sorry.
Cornhole
For some
tournament.
reason, I thought you were talking about the golf shit.
Oh no.
Yeah.
No. Oh yeah, let's talk about the golf shit for a minute.
Yeah.
So there's a tournament that Jumptown is running, or he's part of like the team that's running it, I guess.
Yeah, you heard that right.
Who knows? I don't know.
Jumptown and golf.
He's got something to do with it.
Yeah.
It's
He mentioned it on here in that
tour.
episode.
Yeah, Afro Man's gonna be there. They have it. All right, so it's supposed to be. It's gonna be if this thing is happening, which I think it is. It's at a private country club. It's first of all, it's more expensive than any tournament I've been. No, I've been in a more expensive one with my dad, but it's $800 a team, but it's at a wicked sweet country club, and like apparently they have like weed goodie bags and a dab station. Now, one of my buddies who does like weed told me that if you take a dab, apparently you have to contemplate your entire life for a half hour. I'm not really a great weed person, anyways. But I'll probably, if Jump's there, I'll probably end up doing it, and I'll probably be like in the hospital. By
Yeah.
the whole
Yeah, I read your text, and you go, I'm going to absolutely do this, going to hit the dab station and go directly to the emergency room.
Yeah. Like I took yeah, exactly. So anyways, supposedly the team is going to be, if it goes through, our ringer, Kevin Marr, who's probably listening to this. Now, listen, you don't smoke a lick of weed, and you're going to go to this tournament.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You can still put beers at the cart, as far as I know. This is America, folks, all right? This is America. Red, white, and blue. Me, you, our boy Jonathan Moraes, and Paul Gentile, Central Marketing Officer. He is on it like a hornet. He texts us, he's like, can I register us now? Like, he is fucking
He's like, it's not open yet.
For him, golf and Jumptown, it's like he's a huge Jumptown fan. Anyway, so we'll be at that, hopefully, as long as it's happening. And... yeah, so that's that. Going back to Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
If you're listening, which I'm sure you are, you're in Aruba right now, by the way, which probably means as I said, I'm FBI profiling this motherfucker, right? He's got a girlfriend.
Was he in Cohasset last week?
I know, that's a good question. Are you with fucking, the chick from fucking, what's her name, Anna something or whatever?
Ann Walsh with an E?
Yeah, exactly. That sounds that's probably
Sketch
Doctor
ball.
Strange. Dude, I forgot about this. This is what happens when you're sober, when you're not sober, sorry. When you're not drinking, right? I wake up in the morning on Saturday morning, and I had this dream that, there was a guy who had liked the page, and it came back into my mind. The guy's name is Rick Stranger. And I'm like, this has to be Doctor Strange. And then I woke up from the dream, and I'm like, you know what, dude? I think that was like my subconscious, and I think that guy likes the page. So I'm like FBI fucking profiling downstairs. Like, no, not like that's just a dream. So I'm dreaming about Doctor Strange at this point in my life.
That's good.
But he definitely probably has a girl or a guy, because you don't go to Aruba with just dudes. You know what I mean?
Well, put it this way. Now I'm going to be doing some investigating.
Okay.
I need to find out who the fuck's in Aruba right now.
It's a good question.
You know what
I don't think we know this guy. Here's my deal for Doctor Strange. You come to Lily P's your drinks and your food are on me. Done.
Drinks are on the house.
Drinks are on the house, all right? The only caveat is you have to walk up. If Bobby Froyo's there, you're going to walk up to him and you're going to be
I am the mole.
Yeah, and be like, I am him, right? A picture of Bobby Froyo and Doctor Strange would be unbelievable.
That'd be good.
Although it's kind of why Jordan Bird didn't want to do the commercial with Matt Johnson that time, was because he's like, I don't want to like him. You know what I mean? It's kind of we got a good animosity going there. I don't want to ruin a good thing. Anyway, so yeah, we got a lot of good stuff coming up, dude. A lot of fucking great stuff coming up. It's gonna be fucking awesome.
You know what's not good though?
What?
The New England Patriots.
New England Patriots are not good. Let's talk about what there's another thing, Cracker. Now I stole both the sober fucking stolen valor.
Yep.
And this came from my buddy Matt Feeney, who does not listen to this podcast because we're on like this text thread. We've been on this text thread for like 25 years. Me, him, and one other kid. We were like, he goes, dude, Damar Strong. Now, thank God that kid's doing well. Yeah. Right. He's like, Damar Strong. He's like, can't we come up with something different, like Boston Strong, whatever?
Dude.
Then he goes,
the strong thing.
I know it drives me nuts.
Like week 1 after the bombing.
I hated it.
I saw like nothing against Crystal Campbell or anybody else that got fucking hurt. Watertown strong, Medford strong, Malden. Can we fucking not?
Yeah.
There's other. Let's use another analogy. Do something.
How about just like? So he's like, how about this? And he put out like I forget something else, and then he goes, Damar Hard. And I go, Damar Hard, let's go. Like, Damar Hard is fucking a rock. Dude, Damar's Hard is fucking, he's stilted right now.
How about fraud numero uno, ESPN? You see what they do with their microphones?
No.
So you know how like on an ESPN microphone, they have like the E?
Yeah.
They put it upside down, so it was a 3.
Oh, God. Dude. Everybody's an opportunist, really. That's the bottom line.
Dude, and I forget the fucking guy's name. It's going to kill me because it's on the tip of my tongue. But commentator on ESPN, I actually enjoy him. Ex-NFL player, played for the Steelers, I believe.
Yep.
Great, double wins a tie. I can't remember his name. He made an unbelievable point. He goes, you've seen people get taken out in stretches all the time in the NFL.
Yeah.
He goes, the only difference that didn't settle with us was a thumbs up. You didn't get the thumbs up from the player.
Yep.
And I'm like, he's fucking spot on.
Yeah.
We didn't get the thumbs up.
Yeah.
When you give the thumbs up, like, all right, he's cool.
Yeah.
You didn't get that from him.
Yep.
Dude, that was the Monday. Yeah, it was last Monday.
Yeah.
I watched that live, and I looked at it, and I was like, that was just a routine hit.
Yeah.
Little high.
I watched it live, yeah.
Little high, but I go, and then I'm like, why is this taking so long? And they did the replay, and I watched them fall back, and I go, because they didn't show
got up first.
They originally didn't show the replay.
Yeah.
And then they showed it.
Yeah.
And I go, oh, my God. Because he got up, shook his helmet, and then he just went back.
Yeah.
And, dude, I'll tell you who was fucking on this like white on rice was Al Delano. He's like, dude, thank God these people were there. And like, dude, that's what the guy knows what he's talking about.
Oh, yeah. Al's he's Bethuen's trainer.
Yeah. AD, trainer, all that shit. And he was like, there was a meme that was like, the least paid person on that field saved a guy's life tonight. 100%
Totally.
True. 100% true.
Yeah.
Dude, that was the scariest thing I've ever seen in sports.
I'll tell you what's scary, dude. And like, I want to just make this very clear before I say this because this is such a fucking lightning rod of a subject and this is not the way. But, like, and I am not anti-vax, I'm vaxxed. And by the way, I'm not saying this is because of vaccines. I'm not saying this is could be because of COVID. Could just be because of COVID, right?
Yeah.
There's an alarming amount of fucking younger people having got the kid at the fucking Old Dominion game today, or was it yesterday, went down with a fucking heart issue.
Oh, really?
Like, dude, right down the court. Some other girl died this weekend. It was like a fighter or something like that. Like, just a lot more people. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not one of those people who's like, fucking the vaccine or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm fucking I'm vaccinated.
Right.
That said, like, first of all, I don't know shit. It could be that. It could be COVID. But it seems like a lot more people are having this problem than before.
There was a girl that went on a rampage on Facebook like the day after it happened. And she stirred a lot of shit up. Now, I'm not saying she's wrong, but she should, my opinion, she kind of like rocked the cage a little too much. She's like, no 24-year-old kid should have a heart attack. Think what you want, but this is more than just a heart issue. She was implying that he was like addicted.
Vaccinated.
No. She was implying that he was like addicted to drugs.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
This is a fucking...
Now, she was hard
Was
on
he
like
doing lines on the fucking...
like Reggie Lewis. Dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She like stirred the fucking pot big time.
Yeah.
And she was one of the people like, I'm not getting vaccinated. Nobody, whatever, dude. Teach his
Yeah,
own.
do whatever you want.
But we didn't even know if the dude was going to be alive.
Yeah,
And we're
I mean,
already
it's a little
implying
early to
that
be...
shit.
Yeah,
Come on, man.
Yeah, like I said, like, I'm not like...
What I don't like about ESPN, though, I mean, it's a lot of things about ESPN, but they beat a dead horse so bad.
Yeah.
How about Peyton Hillis? Did you hear about him?
Yeah, he saved a kid's life. He's in fucking the ICU.
Crickets.
Yeah.
Haven't fucking heard anything about it. And,
It's not the league anymore, Brian.
it's nothing against the kid Hamlin, dude. That's a very, very important story. What scares me is like, and this is going to sound selfish for me. What's going to happen with the NFL now?
Well, dude, it's happened before. It's happened in hockey a bunch, like not
Right.
a bunch of times, but like you get hit at a certain spot, certain way.
Dude,
like I said, I just want to go back on what I said a little bit earlier, clear
What
what
was
I'm
it?
saying.
Rick Peverly went down, right?
Yeah, I'm just saying that like it's weird that all this shit's happening like in a group, and that could be coincidence. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But like I'm like Jesus Christ, like fucking. It is a lot of fucking young people having fucking heart attacks
Yeah.
on who are supposed to be super healthy people.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, look, I think that first of all, the NFL is impenetrable, dude. I don't care what you tell me.
How long it took for them to cancel the rest of the game.
I can't believe. What I will say is, and I believe this to forever. Like we just part of our movie week. Me and Tommy watched Any Given Sunday the other night. Fucking love that movie. And when James Woods is fighting with fucking Al Pacino and he like fires him,
Yeah.
and he's like, you know what? I didn't even ask him. You know why I didn't ask him if they wanted to play? Because I knew what the fucking answer was.
Right.
Of course they were gonna play. They were gonna fucking play no matter what. It's true. That is fucking truthful.
Absolutely.
Those guys, especially today, they 100% know what the fucking risk is of playing football.
Right.
It's just like being not just like being a firefighter, but like it's like any other job that has risk. You are understanding what the risk is. This could happen. It's probably not going to.
Right.
But there is a possibility that could happen to you. Right. Now, like, would you trade? That's a good question. Like, would you trade like to have Muhammad Ali's like young life to have like his fucking like the end of his years? You know what I mean?
Oof. Maybe. You know what? I probably would.
It's a hard one, dude.
Well, put it this way. Am I doing it in like the 60s, or am I doing it now?
Well, I mean, like, it's not gonna be as fun if you're doing the 60s, obviously.
Right.
Yeah.
So if I had if I was an undefeated world champion.
Yeah, you just wake up tomorrow, you're a 19-year-old fucking just
stud.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would probably do that.
Yeah.
And then
maybe.
because then he had kids and shit. He got to live with them a little bit, and his health deteriorated.
Yeah.
But they lived a great life after that. Circle of life, dude. I'd do that.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, listen, the thing is that fucked up shit happens to people every single day, everywhere in the world.
Yep.
And go back on like 45-year-old, 35-year-old people have heart attacks every day, everywhere. It happens. You know what I mean? Just shit, fucking weird shit happens. You have millions and millions of people on this planet, and like something fucked up is happening every fucking minute of the day,
Yep.
right? Somebody's waking up and getting news they don't want to get. So, like, I do think it's one of those things. It's like if you asked me, if I was like, let's say the sport was basketball, because I'm just more of a basketball fan, although I love football, and I was like, if it was the same risks, I'd be like, to play point guard for the fucking Celtics? Yes,
Yeah.
100%. You know what I mean? Like I would definitely do that. And every one of those players would. I would think. I mean, they know what the fuck they're doing at this point.
Yeah, of course you
And
do.
dude, what's your? I was like, okay, you know what? Actually, like now I can see this, and it has happened. Like there are certain people that don't do it, right? Because they're like, I'm gonna be a scrub, and I could get I went to fucking Penn or whatever, Penn State, and I could get a job at like fucking this law firm or whatever, right?
Right.
And I could do that. I get that. But there's a lot of guys that like don't have that option, that are from like the inner city, that don't have like maybe they went to FSU or wherever they went,
Right.
And like they don't have some law firm knocking on their door, or some
No.
fucking whatever. They're like, oh, I can either go work in a fucking factory or for the public works,
Right.
Or I can go fucking run out of the tunnel on Sunday against
Right.
the Bengals.
Right.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Right.
Like, yeah, I don't shoot me after the game. I
Right.
don't want to play the game. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Like
Yeah.
I could that would be my answer, 100%.
Dude, that's the American dream for a kid
I-
that played
100%.
sports his whole life.
100%.
I'd do that 10 out of 10 times. Sign me up.
Have you heard this story about? By the way, it's like a kind of a current events show. I love it. Have you heard about this fucking New York congressman guy?
The guy that keeps just getting denied?
The guy that has no. I can't believe you never heard about this. So there's this guy. I think his last name is Santos. I could be wrong. I'm not gonna look it up right now. He got elected. He's a congressman.
Yeah.
Or I think he's a congressman, not a senator. Congressman, I believe. So he's a gay, like Hispanic guy from New York City, right? Grew up in Jackson Heights, Queens. His whole story, worked for Goldman Sachs, right? Worked for whatever, JP Morgan, somebody like that. Had a bunch of friends die in the Pulse fire, like nightclub shooting,
Yep.
right? Got people who worked for him actually died in that. Graduated from, I can't remember what college, the Baruch College of like finance, right? Which would all be like a great resume. None of it is true. They just found out that nothing he has said is fucking true. He never went to the college. He had never worked at any of the companies he said he worked at. He knows nobody that was at Pulse nightclub. Like every word that's come out, but now he's elected. So like he's in there like fucking, he's in Congress, like doing shit.
Catch me if you can.
Like who knows?
Leonardo DiCaprio,
dude,
baby.
This like dead serious. Like this dude literally like, and like basically he's like, people are trying to smear my name, and it's like, dude, none of it is true. Like he's like I think he's one of those people who's like probably such a prolific liar that he believes his own lies or something. You know what I mean? Or he's just like, I can lie my way out of this. I can lie my way out of anything.
Warren, baby.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, she got bagged early, but
Yeah, but that's very funny.
Can you believe that she actually, when she said she was Native American?
Cherokee,
right? Yeah. I get some of that, me too.
Yeah. And then they're like, you have 0 Cherokee. She's like, well, my mom told me. I thought I always was.
Yeah. Well,
okay.
You look wicked Cherokee, by the way. Like, unbelievably. Like, you know, some people, like, look like they can, like if you were like, oh, I'm half Italian, but I got a little Puerto Rican in me. You know what I mean? I'd be like, all right. Like, Believable,
Yeah.
right? If I was like, hey, you know, I'm like a quarter Puerto Rican, you'd be like, you are not. Like, that's not probably a possibility, given your skin tone and receding hairline.
Yeah.
Like, that probably wouldn't be fucking. By the way, my father went to my aunt's, had passed away, R.I.P. my Aunt Judy. She went to her, and I'm talking to my dad and my uncle, and I'm like, I walk over, and obviously I got my hat off because I'm in a church. And he goes, he's got wavy hair, my uncle. And I go, yeah. He goes, yeah, it's waving goodbye. And I'm like, dude, I looked at him right in the eye. I go, dude, you know I don't care about my hair. Give a fuck. I go, fucking look like. He's like, yeah, what do you care? You're married. I'm like, it's not even that. I'm like, I get this mouth to run. I can fucking, it doesn't, nobody's ever been like, oh, I like you because of your hair. You got sick hair. You know what I mean? So lots of dickheads who have sick hair. You know what I mean? That guy, you know who's got sick hair?
That guy, Santos? Whatever his name is.
He does. And the guy whose wife is fucking missing.
Oh, yeah.
He's got a great deck of salad.
Dude, but you know what, though? I saw a picture of him.
He looks creepy.
He wears a scarf in every picture.
Dude.
You can't trust a guy like that.
You got a scarf on? Get the fuck out of my way. Like if you're a scarf guy.
My buddy said that, and I was like, why is that true?
Dude, you got a scarf on, I got no time for you.
I'm like, why is that true?
I wouldn't buy, like, you know what? Like, I got, like, you know when, like, you're walking down the street and it's at night and, like, you're kind of alone maybe and, like, there's a maybe scary-looking homeless guy. Like, I'm more likely to engage with him than a scarf guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, a scarf guy, like, they're not going to just beat you up. They're going to, like, take everything you own.
You should own one scarf your entire life.
Yeah, that's, you know what it's for? Like funerals and like stuff like that.
Yeah.
Put around your like your nice fucking jacket.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's it.
Like that's what you're there for. I thought that was fucking hilarious though. This guy's fucking just completely full of fucking garbage, like just lying through his fucking teeth. Oh, back to the complexion thing. I have a fucking funny story with that, which is when we were like just graduating college. One of my buddies, I won't use his name on here, but he's got like really like. He's like Italian, right? He's like he's got like really olive complexion. He's got a beard like yours, almost like same exact pretty much beard, but he had it like same as you. He's had it since like he was like 8th grade, right? Yeah. So like one of his roommates was dating this girl, and like he like always used to wear a hat like I did, like kind of a flat brim, but he'd wear it like real down low. And anyways, the kid goes to him the next day, goes, dude, he used to talk in this like sing-song voice. This kid, he goes, got some good news for you. And he's like, what's up? He's like, you know Jane's friend? He's like, yeah. He goes, she likes you. And he goes, nice. He goes, but you have a problem. And he goes, what? He goes, she thinks you're fucking black. Because, dude, she just thought he was black. She's like, so he goes, well, what if she likes you only because you're black? And he's like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to do about that. Like, yeah, like that'd be a problem for you probably. Anyways, so what else we got? Anything?
I don't know. Did we talk on New Year's? We talked on New Year's Day, right?
Yeah, I think so. Why? What are you missing?
Did we talk about like what we did the night before? No, I was with you New Year's.
Yeah, we did it in here. Yeah, we did it in here. The last thing I was gonna say was by the way, I'll snap that part out. The last thing I was gonna say was going back to that guy, the fucking guy who's lying about his whole life.
Yeah.
Here's the thing: Charlie Baker is going to be Charlie Baker is the governor of Massachusetts. Good governor. Like I'm a Charlie Baker fan.
Yeah,
I
didn't hate him.
He's fine, right? Fair. I would say he's fair.
Yeah.
Didn't do everything I liked. Didn't do everything I don't like. Rumors were going around like maybe he would run for president, right? And the big thing is he's probably never going to get elected because he's too much of an independent.
Yeah.
Really, he's not really a Republican. He really is one. He got a job. He's going to be the president of the NCA, right? He's going to make $3 million a year. Okay.
Insane.
So here's the thing. People like Charlie Baker who have a fucking brain in their head, they're getting offered those jobs.
Yeah.
Why would you want to take $250,000 a year, whatever it is now, $500,000 a year to be the president? Your life fucking is ruined.
Yeah.
Right? And you have to be a psychopath to do that. To pass it, you have to be a narcissist psychopath.
Yeah.
So, like, the only people who are going to take that job are fucking crazy people and puppets. Like, those are the only people who are going to want that job.
100%.
At all. Like, ever going to want that job.
I don't know. It's too early in the race, like, who's going to go. Like, I don't follow politics now. I follow, like, the year up into an election. I'll like, start looking.
Yeah, I don't know. DeSantis or whatever it's going to be in Biden. They're going to fucking.
But.
You know what they're going to do to Biden? Remember in Pulp Fiction when she shoves the fucking adrenaline shot in her heart?
Yep.
Like, that's what they're going to have to do to Biden. He's like, oh, I'm running again. Like, it's fucking guy is, like, dead man walking.
But, so, real quick, though. You said Charlie Baker wasn't a real Republican, and he wasn't.
Well, no. I don't mean that.
No. I know exactly what you mean.
Okay, yeah.
I know exactly what you mean.
He's not Republican enough for Republican crazy people to fucking.
Which drives me fucking bananas.
Totally agree with you. Couldn't agree more.
Both ways.
Yeah.
The guy is running for your party, and now you don't want to back him because he wants to fucking help out other people?
Yeah, because
or the other way, if fucking Democrats like, you know what? Let's give that guy fucking less taxes. That's a billionaire.
Yeah.
And people are losing their minds over it. Like, that's how this fucking country
like,
works.
all right, example. And like the funny thing is, like, I voted Republican, and I'm a registered independent.
Yeah.
I voted Republican. I voted Democrat.
Yeah.
I voted for Bernie Sanders, right? When Portnoy was just on with Rogan, and Portnoy was like, "You're a crazy right winger." He goes, "And you voted for Bernie Sanders." He did.
Yeah.
Rogan voted for Bernie Sanders. Rogan is a huge gun Second Amendment guy.
Yeah.
Now, that is fucking rational thinking. I am a Second Amendment person. I
Have
don't
your
own a
guns,
gun.
dude.
I don't own a gun. I
Yeah.
believe in hunting. I believe people should have
Have
guns.
'em.
It's fine. I liked Bernie Sanders. I liked what he was saying. I liked the message he was giving at that time, right? I don't have to follow exactly what everything he says and that. Well, if he does this, that's going to happen, and that's going to happen, and this is going to happen. Listen, nothing's perfect. Give me the guy that I believe in the most, right? That I could sit down and like have a conversation with.
Yeah.
That's fine. Like that's great. Like I remember it was a Killer Mike, right? He's the one from Run the Jewels.
Yes.
Yeah. He like had to sit down with Bernie Sanders. He's like, I believe in guns. Like, and he's like, that's the one thing you don't believe in. And he's like, Bernie Sanders, like, I absolutely do not. I think you should never have them, whatever. And he's like, I can, whatever. He's like, I do not agree with you at all, but I can vote for you still. Like, that's rational thinking.
Yeah.
That's thinking like, oh, okay, like, I believe this part of what you're saying, and I think you're a good person, probably.
Yeah.
And you have true motives of what you want to do.
Right.
Every one of my friends who listens to this is Republican is going to be like, you're fucking losing. Vote for fucking Bernie Sanders. But like I voted for McCain. Like I vote for people who I like.
McCain was the man.
McCain is the man. Like,
McCain is the man.
Yeah, exactly. Guy was fucking. That was the moment.
Scott Brown.
That was the moment I thought Trump was done.
Yeah.
And to his credit, the fact that he lived through when he was like, I don't like losers.
Yeah.
And he was a loser and he got caught.
Yeah.
Dude, he was a prisoner of war. You are an entitled, rich, fat fuck.
Dude, and what drove me bananas was all these veterans still backing him.
Dude, this is the thing that blew my mind. Like, my buddy, his father-in-law was a big Trumper, right? Trump guy. And the guy was a fucking vet. And he's like, how could you fucking vote for a guy who talked to John McCain that way?
Yeah.
Like, how could you do that? You know what
Crazy.
I mean? That just like, and I'm not talking about anybody else. And I'm not trying to like say you shouldn't vote for Trump.
Right.
You should vote for whoever you want. And there's a lot of people who probably don't like Trump and voted for him because he's Republican. But that's fine, right? And for the record, it is a fact that like some of the things he did policy-wise were good. Like he's a businessman.
Yep.
He is a complete narcissist fuckface, like as a general rule, I think.
Right.
And he only cares about himself. Like that's the bottom line. But I think that's the type of person you're going to get as president these days. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Like your only hope is basically like The Rock or somebody who's a nice narcissist, right? Like basically goes.
Yeah, he's still full of himself.
Yeah. Oh my God, he loves him. Nobody loves himself more than The Rock.
Yeah.
Like I remember when he was like, I don't want. Somebody was like, oh, this is like 5 years ago. Like, do you want to do like hard roles? Like, do you want to like stretch yourself out? And he's like, no. He's like, I want to do blockbusters and I want to do the biggest movies I can do and I want to own the world basically so I can do the most good I can do in it.
Yeah.
You want to hope that's the guy who runs for president.
Right.
You know what I mean? But, you know his wife is from Linfield?
What?
You didn't know this? Her dad was the drummer for. Somebody's gonna hear this and be like, "Oh, it's like not Boston, but it was like not not Aerosmith, but it was like a band like that, right?" Anyways, she's from Linfield, and like he's been here before. And, like they've taken motorcades. They actually sold the house like 5 or 6 years ago.
Yeah.
He put a big post on his Instagram when they sold it. He's like, had so many good times here. He's like, throughout the years, I think her dad died. And he's like doing scratchies on the kitchen table and like whatever. She's from Boston.
Oh, shit.
Isn't that crazy?
All roads lead here.
Yeah. I'm a Rock guy, but the Rock loves the Rock. Nobody loves the Rock more than the Rock.
Dude, there is, I get like 3 or 4 kids on my Facebook that were like, we tag each other in old wrestling videos. We were all big wrestling kids back in the day. No one pops up more than old Rock videos. Nobody.
Oh, dude, he's Electric Factory.
He the most electrifying man on the face of this earth.
Fact.
Electrifying.
Nobody has even come sniffed accomplishing what he has done coming from where he came from.
No.
And I mean, like, I'm not even talking about like how he grew up, which he didn't grow up with money.
Right.
I'm talking like he had no money. He's playing like the fucking Canadian Football League.
Yeah.
I'm talking about going from being in the fucking WWE.
Yeah.
WWF, I think at the time.
It was
right?
WWF, yeah.
To like being the biggest, like most noticed star like in the world.
He's the man.
You know what I mean?
He's the man.
Yeah.
Dude, like the rivalry between him and Stone Cold was just
Stone Cold is my
the
favorite
only
wrestler
thing
of all
that
time.
comes close to that is Doctor Strange and Bobby Fish.
I agree, dude. We should have a fucking. It'd be awesome if when we get to Lily P's, like Doctor Strange comes in,
have their entrance music,
puts 2 fucking beers down.
have their entrance music.
Yeah, exactly. That'd be fucking unbelievable. All right, so we got 1 week down of dry January.
Yeah,
1 week's accomplished.
and I'll be honest with you, for me, dude, people are different, but it was fairly easy for me.
Oh yeah, I don't mind. It's fine.
Fairly easy. People still think I'm going to Florida next week. I'm going with some A-team drinkers. I'm gonna be fine.
So you're not even worried about it.
I'm not even remotely.
So did you already book your flights and everything?
No.
How much are flights?
So here's the thing, right? We were waiting. Everyone tells you got to book them on Tuesday, right?
Yeah.
Tuesday came and gone, and I was like, fuck, we'll do it Wednesday. Wednesday tickets are through the roof. Through the roof. Like $1,200 for one person.
Yeah.
So I'm like, this is fucking insane, right?
Yeah.
So we have to do it Tuesday.
So do they really go down that much on Tuesdays?
Supposedly. But regardless, I mean, we have to pull the
I mean,
trigger.
do they go down like below half? Because
That'd be nice.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
What are you going for? Is it flag football?
Flag football, yeah.
And you have to do it.
Have to do it.
So-
we already went to the fundraiser last night. We already
Yeah.
reserved the room. We just haven't got our flights yet. So,
Dude, you're gonna be.
I'm gonna be with
fucking buying the RV. And
I'm gonna be with John Candy playing fucking polka music in the back of a van.
You guys are gonna be like me when I went down Knoxville, Tennessee.
Hey, honestly, put it this way. I'll show it to you just so you know I'm not fucking bullshitting. Julie texted me and the kid Lucas at 6:16 today. It says, "Do you think we should drive?" And she sent me the map.
Dude, so where in Florida is it?
It's in Lakeland. It's in between Orlando and
Yeah,
Tampa.
I mean, the only thing that I could say about that is, if you were gonna do that, which I don't have a problem with it.
I don't
Like,
either.
Let's say it was me and you and Bobby Froyo. We had to go to someplace in Florida.
Yeah.
And you were like, you know what, dude? They're $1,200 a flight. Let's drive. I'd be like, good. We'll just take 3 shifts. We'll drive
Yep.
8 hours each. It's 24 hours.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't mind it. Maggie fucking hates it. She
Yeah.
can't do it. We've done it like 3 times to Hilton Head, and she's done with it.
Mm-hmm.
That said, like I would be like I already am looking forward to the fact that Tess might go. She wants to go to like a southern school.
Yep.
I'm like, I'll drive her shit down.
Yeah.
Like, and I'll meet you guys there.
Right.
Like, that's perfect for me. I like the road. I like it.
Yeah.
I don't mind getting out there.
Ice
You know
road
what I mean?
truckers, baby.
See, the ride home sucks, but whatever. I mean,
Yeah.
dude, whatever. Airplanes are fucking overrated, anyways, dude. You know what I
Agreed.
mean?
And they don't feed you anymore.
No, and you gotta sit next to some fucking absolute fucking creature usually.
Yeah.
Like some fucking disgusting person.
And you have to argue over an armrest.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like it's just fucking sucks.
I did the trip to Florida once. I was a kid though. I didn't drive it. The furthest I drove was like a little bit beyond Philly for another flag.
Oh,
tournament.
then you haven't touched anything like this.
It's like
then.
7
Dude,
hours.
it's 24 hours to
Oh, I
fucking
know,
Florida.
but it's 8 hours driving, right? 8
Did I
hours
tell you a
chilling.
story about my buddy when he went down on spring break, drove down to Daytona?
Nope.
My buddy, who used to be one of my buddies, used to be in my band.
Yep.
He was the captain of the hockey team at St. Mike's. Oh no, he wasn't. He was gonna be the captain the next year. Playing a game at Quinnipiac. It's over Christmas break, right? Or like February break. And they are getting smoked by Quinnipiac. Coach is like, you guys aren't going to make the tournament, but next year's going to be a big year. I have told this?
You did tell me. Keep going, though.
Have I told it?
Yeah, I know this is going. Go ahead.
I am telling again. If you haven't heard it, you hear it again. If you have, you can just turn it off because it's going to end after this.
Yep.
Yeah. And anyways, the guys go, we got a car outside. We're going to drive straight to Daytona Beach. So he gets like $200 from his mother. He jumps in the car in Connecticut. And with this one other kid, and they all drive down, caravan of 2 cars. And they get there and they call home to razz this kid's fucking balls. Like, dude, we're fucking in Daytona. These girls in a Jeep just drove by with their fucking cans hanging out. The kid's like, dude, we made the tournament. And we're starting fucking the games 2 days from now. He calls the coach from the gas station. The coach is like, you got to do what you got to do, but you're supposed to be the captain of this team next year. You got to decide what you want to do. I can't make you do anything. They go in, they buy a sandwich, and they turn around, they drive back to Vermont. Dude, Connecticut to Daytona.
For a sandwich.
Back up to fucking Vermont to get smoked by like Stonehill, basically. Fucking like 6-1. Anyways, that's probably one of the first repeats. By the way, I gotta, you know what now I gotta do? I gotta get Andy Fontana's number because I had a story that came to me today. And I'm like, oh, I haven't told that yet. And I'm like, have I? Like, I didn't know if I told that
Fontana
one. Because the other thing is I've told a lot of these stories on the old Cornwall podcast.
Yep.
So I know I've told it somewhere, but I'm like, we did that for 2 years. So I'm
Right.
like, did I tell it there or did I tell it here? You know what I mean?
I did a fundraiser today. Minor one, but if anybody wants to go to my Facebook, I'm selling $20
Oh, yeah.
squares.
I'm in.
You win $1,000. Very, very simple fucking math. So Fontana buys 2 of them. And he texts me the numbers that he wants. And then he immediately afterwards, he goes, by the way, you got to pump the fucks up. You guys are slipping.
We are. You know what it is? We're becoming seasoned.
We're not
We don't
sauced.
need. Yeah, that's another thing. We're definitely not drunk.
He goes, you got to pump the fucks up.
Yeah. No, my father's probably psyched. Remember, he's like a little too much with the F notes. You know what I mean? All right, we'll be back next week. By the way, we couple things we decided.
Well, also, I won't be back.
Oh, yeah,
It's
we
a
gotta
holiday
figure that out.
weekend. I come back Monday.
Okay.
So I can probably record Monday night.
All right, so we can do Monday night, or we can do. We can find a time during this week or something if you want. We'll figure it out. By Tuesday next week, you'll have a show.
Yep.
I think for the next month or so, we're just gonna do me and you.
Yep.
Bringing it back to basics. We had a bunch of great guests. We love our fucking guests.
Yeah,
we
man.
love our people.
Absolutely.
But we're gonna get back to the basics. I think when we go, the first like 20 shows were just me and you.
Yep.
Right? I think Jumptown was 21. Love that. By the way, you just got a Venmo. Somebody just paid you
Wow,
for that
dude.
thing.
Weird.
Love it.
And I have no idea who this is. That's good.
right. What's the name? Don't say it on the air. Actually.
Oh, yes. No, I do. I do know it.
All right. All right. So, listen, go back. If you could share the podcast with people, that's great. That helps us out. Just spread the word. We want to see you at Lily P's, March 4th, 4 p.m. All you can eat chicken. Music by the Converse Outlet. Danny Gillis on the mic.
Introduce it.
I'm going to have Danny introduce us. The best chicken you can get. So we'll be back next week. And by the way, leave voicemails. Been a few weeks since we had a female corker call in.
Yep.
I think the last female corker call was Fitzy's wife when they were on.
Yep.
So I'm looking for the females to give us. I'm gonna put the subject. We'll pick a subject this week. We'll put it out there, and we need some female input.
Oh, maybe that's what we'll do. We'll do like a female-orientated show next week.
Yeah, and here's another thing. If any of the if you have called into the show and you are a female and you are at Lily Peace, we'd love to have you on the mic for a little bit. How you like
Hell
that? I'm talking to you, Ann Seeley. Talking to you. All right, you hear me?
Julie Turner.
You hear me? Julie, you hear it? All right. Okay, by the way, somebody also requested, last thing, that we would do a show with Maggie and Christy, and
Yep.
that is not going to happen.
Zero chance.
Just going to let you know that's not
I
going to
have
happen.
4 kids. She's going to watch while I'm
I'll tell
here.
you right now, my marriage is together because she did not listen to this podcast. I don't need her on it. All right, we'll be back next week. Peace.
Later, people.